Hi there, and thank you for tuning in. A man called me. It's an old friend of mine from Los Angeles just a couple of days ago. He was telling me that he didn't know what to do. He is a friend of mine. He's African American, if that matters, but he actually lives in one of the neighborhoods in Los Angeles where there was a lot of rioting going on. He's also a guy that was part of the LA riots way back, in the 90s, if we remember that. He is very well aware of what this kind of unrest can do to the community. And he was in a horrible space. And he called me and he said, Ulf, I need to talk to you because you know what you're talking about when it comes to crisis. He said, I have had something happen to me over the weekend that I have never experienced before. He said, I had severe anxiety and I had a panic attack. Not only one panic attack, but several panic attacks. And he said it scared me. I never experienced anything like it before. And so I went to the emergency room. And there, he said, I met a doctor who told me that I really needed to help with this. And so he prescribed to me benzodiazepines, which is a very strong narcotic psychotropic drug that is extremely addictive. And he told me that he took one of those pills and it scared him because he said it did not give me a sense of that the anxiety disappeared. Instead, it made me even more anxious because he said, I am a very controlled person and I am used to being able to control my mind. And I felt like I was floating out on a cloud. And he said, also, the doctor told me that I was sick and that I needed to treat this. And so he wanted me to know, he wanted to ask me what I thought about it. And so basically, I told him, I said, listen, I've known you for years. And I said, you are a person with a passion. You're a person with a lot of strength. You're also a person with a lot of charisma. And I said, it's not unusual that crisis makes us get crisis reactions like anxiety, even panic attacks. And there's nothing dangerous with that. This is clearly related to the trauma that you're going through right now in Los Angeles. And you are reacting with a panic attack. And I said, I would say that it's completely normal for you to have a reaction and not something that is sick. Oh, he said, so you mean that I am not on my way to becoming mentally ill? And I said, absolutely not. A panic attack or anxiety is one of those normal crisis reactions that we can encounter. And I said, the best thing for you to do is to see this as a normal reaction and look at how can you harbor this anxiety. And I said, obviously, the pill is not doing the job for you, but there are other ways of doing it. When I talked to him, I saw that he relaxed more and more over the camera, and he basically said that, you know what? This feels so good because I have been really wondering what's wrong with me. And I said, no, you need to wonder about what's right with you and what resources do you have within you now to harbor this anxiety. And then we proceeded in the conversation to do a little inventory of who he is and what he can use rather than medication that is highly addictive. And he found a way. And for him, it was physical activity and also going to a massage therapist and just getting that physical touch to help him to harbor the anxiety. This is what I mean with crisis competence. Crisis competence is knowing how to help people to deal with normal crisis reactions without making them feel that there is something wrong with them. Have a brilliant day.